Alrighty, what is up, everybody? Just gonna get this thing started here while people join and have a little bit of a chit chat with you for a few minutes. Don't want to hop right in because I want to do something fun with the community. If you saw the thumbnail before you joined this, if you were on YouTube or whatever, you probably saw that it said we want to build something uncommonly good. Oh my gosh, I have audio coming through multiple places and y'all can't hear it, but I can. There we go. Um, yeah, I got this idea, and I don't know if anybody's done this, but we talk about being able to build budget decks. And sometimes decks have too many rares or, whatever. We don't really talk about uncommons. So I wanted to see if it was even possible to build a deck predominantly of uncommons. Right? Because we do it with commons, and we do it with rares and mythics, but we haven't really done it with uncommons. Now, it might be hard to do a deck of just mythics. And we're going to exclude basic lands when it comes around to it, or just lands in general. Like, you got to play the lands you got to play. That's fine. So, like, lands, we're not going to put that on. If we need some rare lands, we're just going to need rare lands. But the idea is, can we build a deck with uncommons? I don't know if we can. Just gonna truck it says, what's up? How's it going? Buckeye Dodd, how's it going? Getting ready for the playoffs, I guess. Yeah, how's my year hope my year's wrapping up well. For the most part, there's something, and I don't think I can talk about it yet. There's a small thing today that I'm a little bummed about, but I can't be too bummed because I have a bunch of other projects in transit that are doing well. You will see that I will be on some extra projects coming up for Wizards and some promotions going into next year. So that's pretty cool. Never upset about that. And yes, they do pay me and there's extra money in my pocket. For some reason, I had somebody go like, oh, it sucks that Wizards is out here using your image to promote Arena or whatever. And I'm like, they paid me to make that, right? like they didn't just decide that like, well, PowrDragn plays a lot of Arena. We're going to use his stuff to promote the game or whatever. Like, no, they paid me for that. Or any other creator you see on stuff. I think Kurohitsu and a couple other guys were on there. So yeah, like we all got paid to do promotional stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, why? Like, I don't know why people are so quick to assume the most negative thing. Yet, you could always just ask to get your solution or do the modest bit of research. Like, it's very weird to see people have that mindset. Yeah, playoffs. Sorry, but good. It's getting outweighed by the good stuff. Yeah, I generally tell people like I try not to allow myself to have more than like 4 or 5 bad days a year. And I know it sounds silly, but like usually the things that we get upset over generally aren't that big, or there's going to be something else bigger. So like you just got to keep perspective on things. Yeah, they would get sued. They use the NIL without permission. Yeah, exactly. Like they wouldn't go do that. It just doesn't make sense. But there's people that just assume that. Solar Updraft, Star Drop Sounds, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Nintenzen. Giving everybody just a couple of minutes here to get caught up. I did start a little bit early. But just to get you moving, get you thinking, start thinking about uncommons and standard. That's going to be the goal today. We're going to try to build something with as many uncommons as possible. Like, preferably, can we do it with all uncommons? Like, I don't know if we can. Like, that's the thing I literally was thinking about earlier today, and I'm like, I don't even know if this is possible. Like, for real. How many bad days do you have left this year? Almost all of them. Which is fun, because when people start bothering me toward the end of the year, I used to do this when I'm at my shop, I'd look them dead in the face and be, remember I told you I only give myself 5 bad days a year? And they're like, yeah, just know that I've not used any of them. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they just turn around and walk away. It was amazing. All the sagas and talents. Maybe. Hey, thanks for that. What's up? It was nice to meet you in Vegas. Oh, yeah. Like, it's really, really interesting to get out to these events and get to meet people and see people, because unless we're at those events, we don't know who engages with our content. Like, we have an idea, but we don't really know people or face it because we just see numbers, at the end of the day. I don't think that's something people talk about enough. So yeah, it's always worth it for me to get out and meet people. I think it's cool. But yeah, so I've been thinking about that in general. Like I see this stuff with gaming or whatever, and people just want to jump to the negative thing, or they'll complain about something because it's like a meme. Like this whole like small indie company has a problem with their product. Derp derp derp. Like get over it, man. Like that's just all played out at this point. Like it's a meme that barely even hell. To be fair, literally, I don't know of a game I've played. Now, don't be wrong. Arena does have its problems, whatever. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I don't know of a game I've touched in the last, at least since the pandemic, so we'll say the last 3, 4 years, that hasn't had some amount of errors. And even AAA titles. Hell, I have problems with Teamfight Tactics all the time, but I still play that game and I enjoy it. So, like, to see people get upset over small stuff, I'm just like, what are you even bothering about? YouTube told me you were the most watched creator this year. Oh, your most watched creator. Oh, well, that's cool. I don't know if I'm ever on the top of anybody's list, so that's kind of awesome. Um, I'm more than a number. Y'all are all more than numbers, honestly. Like, I am genuinely, I don't even know what the right word, moved. You know, when I actually meet y'all in person at events, like it's still, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's where the term humbling comes from. You know, because like I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a dude. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just out here trying. You know. Let's see. I got a treasure and a monster roll token from you 2 years back. Yeah, those are the ones I had that I made when Eldraine came out. I actually gave away the last of those. I think maybe at the last event. I got to make another round of tokens for Chicago though. I wish I knew already what was going to come out for Aetherdrift, so I could get some stuff made and themed for those. Um, who has time for dwelling on the negative? You would be surprised, Paul. There are tons of people. I see them all the time. Like they just want to be mad about a thing. Like today or yesterday, we were talking about all the stuff around Aetherdrift and Kaladesh or whatever, and I made the reference of like things happen in real life where political things happen or whatever, and there's revolutions, and we call stuff different places, and you know, just over time names change, right? And I just quickly said like we used to call it USSR, but now it's just Russia or whatever. Which I know that USSR is not wasn't actually Russia. It was a joint union with another thing, and it like, but it was more that as dumb Americans we used to call it USSR. Now we just call it Russia, and the average American doesn't know that difference, right? That's all I was getting at in the thing. Somebody had leave a comment like, well, you shouldn't open your mouth before you think Russia and USSR is the same thing. Like, no, I know they're fundamentally different, but I also know how most Americans refer to them and don't know that there is a difference. The same way that like it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Like names change over time, you know? That's all I was getting at. But those people want to come in and like hammer because they're already mad, so they're trying to find something else that they can nitpick to take a shot at you. And like I don't care. I literally just hid the person from channel and never saw him again. So whatever. Casey says I took your advice and built against mono red for best of one. It's worked really well. I'm sporting about a 75 to 80% win weight with the creature list, just guy super friends deck. Well, awesome. That's fantastic. Actually, for us that don't have all the rares and such to play all these decks we see on YouTube. That's a good thing you mentioned that. The idea is you shouldn't even be trying to build all the decks you see on YouTube, whether it's me or CGB or LVD or Ash or whoever, right? You should mostly be watching for two things. One, for the sake of entertainment, because it's just fun watching people play Magic, right? The second thing should be to learn from concepts, right? Do these things even work? What type of matchup should I be looking out for? What weird combos are people going to be playing because people build the decks that the top creators are playing, right? Stuff like that. Like that's what you should be watching for more than like I should go build this deck. Because the reality is, even when I go 80% with a deck, like you're only seeing a sample size of maybe at best 10 games, right? Realistically, 6 or 8. Like that doesn't tell you the whole story. That could have been bad mistakes from my opponent. It could have been I got lucky top decks, could have been good matchups. And your results might be different right after that, right? Always watch for the how and why something won or lost more than if it did or didn't, right? That's the thing. You shouldn't be chasing the dragon, you know, every single day. I watch your videos every day. I appreciate that genuinely because I put out a lot of stuff. The real Blade says I'm mostly just a number. I don't know about that. What spice we making today? Well, here's the thing. Now that we have a few people in here, I'm going to let y'all decide. This is what we're going to do. I want to see in chat a list of uncommons that you would like to see in a deck, or maybe we could build around or whatever. Because today the theme is, can we build a deck that's predominantly uncommons? I would love to do it with all uncommons. I don't know if it's possible, but I think this should be a lot of fun. Have I ever tried building an Orzhov Aristocrats deck? Yes, and I just never made a video about it because I didn't think it was that fun. Mostly because I'm going back to the yard, braids, and raise the pass so you can try to combo, get all your stuff, sack your things, whatever. But that's kind of it. Let's see. Quick look on Scryfall at uncommons. Might be able to make a mono blue life or a deck work. Maybe. Might be janky, but whatever we build is going to be janky. It's all uncommon. So like we know what we're walking into here. Chard Farley, which is a hilarious name, says it's amazing how much less you see of that attitude when you leave Twitter behind. Oh yeah, Blue Sky's been so many more creative conversations. That's legit. A deck can go 90. So Audacity is an uncommon. Oh wait. Wait, did I spell that wrong? What do I have? Oh, because I have to set the format. I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I know how to spell Audacity. There it is. All right. And you said Knight of Grace was the other one? Yep. The Knights are... I mean, maybe we could do a Knight theme deck with uncommons. Like, that's possible. You can build a budget Gruul deck. Well, it's not just budget. We're trying to do specifically uncommons. Because if we just want to do budget, there's some things, if you want to start throwing commons in there, we could totally do it. I just don't know if there's enough to do it with uncommons. Yeah, you got that's the goal. Like, are there enough things we could do with just uncommons? And it doesn't have to be gangbusters. Like, we'll take it onto the play queue and just like, can we even win like 40-50% of our games? I think that's going to be the goal. But if so, it'd be pretty sweet. Like, I don't even know. Let's see how many knights there are. Creature type knights. I think too many of the knights might be rares or something. Or uncommons. Because we probably wouldn't play this anyway. Well, I don't know. Knight of Dawn's Light. That's an uncommon. I mean, this is a knight. I don't know if we'd play it, but maybe. Nord's Inquisitor. There's the opposite of Knight of Grace, which is also uncommon. Right? I'm just looking and going like, what else could we play? I guess I should filter this by uncommons and save ourselves trouble here, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, there's blue ones that are... Yeah, but they're not the good ones. they're kind of bad. What's this guy? First strikes, all other creatures you control. Oh, when he attacks, just because... Rage is uncommon. That's true. Oh, this guy. This, if we went knights and we wanted to play some red, like, this is viable. I mean, the problem is we don't get... Oh, wow. Imitates Recruiter. I forgot. Uncommon. I mean, there's a few. It's not a lot, but there's a few, right? Like this weird thing, we never play this in anything. Like, when it attacks, all other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1. Other red creatures get trample, and white creatures untap. So, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. This is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. But if we do play red, we do at least get access to Monstrous Rage and probably some burn spells. But I think all the good burn... Well, there's probably a couple that are uncommons. The problem is, I don't know if there's enough to do this. I mean, maybe. I'm just wondering if we... Because, like, you do have Knight of Malice, which is kind of nice. It's hexproof from white, which is relevant right now. So it's not the worst thing. Let's see. I'd like to see a deck built around Baird, but I think is rare. Yeah, Baird's probably rare. Picnic Ruiner? Sure. I don't think Picnic Ruiner, like, that's the thing, though. Like, what can we do other than, let's see. Like, if you play Picnic Ruiner, it's kind of like, what else are we doing, right? Is it in the deck just to be in it? Because if so, then we kind of need to think about other options. But the other side of that is, if we play that in here and we play it alongside um, Audacity, it starts to kind of become a thing, you know? Now lands, I'm cutting some slack. We'll play some rare lands because we just got to play what we got to play. But spell wise, can we get through with all uncommons? Felice says hi. I just watched Color Magic episode 267 a couple hours ago. A lot of things have really happened in December. Yeah, it's been a busy month. Exuberant Fuseling. You know, maybe. That's a one drop duder. When other stuff dies, it gets bigger. You know, maybe. I don't like it does get a benefit from this dying, right? Because you could sack this, put the +1/+1 on the other thing. I mean, that's not the worst. I mean, like, it's something. I mean, I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. Hero? Yeah, the problem, though, is, like, we can play Hero, but do we have enough stuff to pump it? Ooh, this thing's uncommon. I actually kind of like that card, actually. This project is so stupid. I don't know why I came up with this. This is going to be miserable, but it's going to be fun getting there. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much. Oh, man. All right. So, okay, so we at least have some one drops we can do. And we have Monstrous Rage. We can't play all these big cards. Like, Tori Diavinen's probably not going to make the cut. If it had haste, I would be more excited about it. It's probably why it doesn't get played right now, honestly. Vanguard. Which Vanguard? Oh, this one? I don't know if it's big enough, though. This Vanguard, maybe, but we don't have... How many humans do we have? One... Knight of Grace is a human knight. We have Recruiter. These little guys are humans, right? No, they're just soldiers. You know, if we had enough other humans, though, this could be worthwhile. I could be talked into this. Maybe. Geological Appraiser's not bad. The problem is we don't have any great hits for it. You know what I mean? We don't have anything super at like 3 mana. Like the best we could get would be Appraiser into Recruiter, which is fine if we could get it. But if we hit anything else, it feels kind of bad. Optimistic Scavenger. Yeah, but we don't have enough spells for it, though. That's the thing. Like, this is cool. Not a bad card. But if we don't have enough things to go with, I'm not sure what we'd be doing. And honestly, maybe it doesn't even... Like, Knight of Grace may not end up making the cut. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be Bright Blade Stoat. Because Stoat is uncommon, right? And it first strikes and has lifelink. Honestly, we need some ways to pump our dudes. Why is Stoat not a knight? It's a soldier. Why is it a soldier? Divine Resilience. That's a card I haven't seen. I don't... is it not uncommon? Maybe not. Nah, it doesn't... It's not coming up. So I don't even know what it is. Uncommons and Burrows, you might as well put in... Yeah, Shelter by goes for sure. That should definitely make the cut. Yeah, I think this one's not going to make it. So... I mean, the problem is, are we already just close enough to playing the Boros enchantments deck that we should be looking at something else? They have a lot of good auras. We have Armor, Rescue, Ghost, Ruckus. Ruckus actually matters. Trexodactyl says, about a really fun Rakdos Joins Up deck. Has some hilarious playlines if you want to take a peek. It's not what we're doing today, unfortunately, but feel free to post it in the Discord if you want. Armor. Ethereal Armor, yeah, that's uncommon. That's what I'm saying, though, but at that point, are we just building that deck? You know what I mean? Like, if we are, we are. But, like, do we just say that that's just what it is and call it good? Like, I don't know if we want to do that. I was looking at, let's try to do something different. Nothing wrong with playing Shelter by Ghost because it's still a good card, right? But if you're just going to build, like, the Boros aggro pile, like, because at that point, it's just the Boros aggro pile minus a couple of mice, right? Oh, I put mice instead of mouse. Like, you just couldn't be playing the double strike mouse, basically, but a chunk of the deck would still be the same. It's like, yeah, you don't necessarily want to do that. I don't mind playing a couple of the parts. Like, if it makes sense to play Heartfire Hero or whatever, cool. But we probably wanna like get away from that a little bit. Tokens, maybe? Alright, what cards are we talking about? Like, I'm down to try a lot of different things. Like, because I don't, like I said, I don't even know if it's possible, you know, to do a deck that's uncommons mostly or only. Like, that seems tough. Especially if we're talking about not just doing like Boros aggro, like the typical Boros aggro. I don't know if there's anything. If you can go wide, maybe cards with Convoke. That's an idea. How many things with Convoke do we have? Well, there's Stoke the Flames. That's a good Magic card. There's not a lot else though at uncommon that we'd want to play. Apparently, that's unfortunate. Is what that is. Yeah, these other cards I don't think we'd want to play. It ended up just being Stoke the Flames. Not saying it's not worth playing though. I'd probably still try it. Is Dollmaker's Shop uncommon? No, that's rare. I was pretty sure that was rare. Knight of Grace can hold its own against any deck with black. It can. I mean, Knight of Grace is actually a reasonable Magic card, and it first strikes. Like, if there's, are the artifact that like you choose a creature type and a color, are those uncommons? Yeah, because the Heraldic Banner and the Patchwork Banner are both commons. I mean, if we wanted to try to do something with knights, it's possible. Hey, Night Sky, how's it going? Like, this would make it easier too, right? Because we just have mana that could help those. So, what things do we have that are creature type knights? Remove that. Okay. Not a ton. Like I said, we get access to Knight of Dawn's Light, but we really probably, well, you know, Stoat's a soldier, not a knight, but it would gain some life and have first strike. So it's worth considering. Yeah, it's hard to find enough uncommons. Reinforcements, hop to it, deface gallery. Deface gallery could be. Cheap equipment cards? Possibly. I don't know if any of the good equipment we'd want to play are uncommon is the problem. I kind of want to play Knight of Malice, but I just don't think we're going to have enough black cards to really justify it. I think is going to be the downside. Ooh, if we could find... You know what, though? You know what? If we're willing to play rare lands, we could play this and turn it into a knight deck, possibly. Between this and the banner, like, we might be able to make that work. It's going to be a little weird, probably, but I feel like we could get there. Whenever enchantment you control... Oh, no, we don't necessarily want that. Recruiter is a knight. This just makes soldiers, but I like what it does anyway, so I think it's fine. Pumps your teams and gives you basically two 2/2s for a turn. So, like, I don't hate that. Shelter by Ghost, obviously a good card. Knight of Grace is a knight. Heartfire Hero is not a knight, it's a soldier, so it may not make the cut. Fuseling is also not a knight, it's a warrior. But it does kind of still do some damage. Embrith Veteran obviously is a knight. I think the problem is Fuseling probably has to come out just so, one, we have to find room for banner. Right? On some level. I don't know, maybe we play 4. I got no idea. Stoat, you're cool, but maybe this isn't your time. Oh, we're down to 20 creatures? Ew, that's a problem. It's already kind of a tight list, and we don't have any removal in here. Well, that's not true. We have Shelter by Ghost. Vanguard of the Rose is sort of bargain bin Guardian of Benalia if you've got tokens. I don't even remember what that card is. Vanguard of the Rose. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Gains indestructible to turn, tap it. That doesn't feel great. I'm not super excited about that one. I think I'm going to let that one slide. All right. If we played rare lands, could we do this? I mean, this is my problem here, though. This is only 20 creatures. I think at least one banner has to get cut. How is this only 20 creatures? Well, I guess technically, heroic reinforcements is another couple of creatures, so it's not counting those. Yeah, maybe we try. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this works at all, honestly. I mean, the saving grace this deck does have is that it does potentially have first strikers that are hard to kill. We could possibly rage some stuff, and if these even become like 3 power or 4 power because of banners or marshals, like, it's probably okay. I mean, because first strikers that are also gaining life might just be enough with the Shelter by Ghosts. Like, I have no idea. But this is tough. Let me go back and just see what uncommons in general we could throw in here that would make sense. Are there any good, like, spree cards? There's this thing. Put a counter on each creature. I mean, we could play this. I don't hate it. That might be the best thing we could do, sadly. Because there's other stuff, but I don't think there's anything that particularly helps us, unless we're just going to get weird and play like Feather of Flight to be able to just come over the top. I mean, Ossification is an uncommon. That's real removal. Kind of. I mean, we're probably going to have to play a lot of multi-lands, so that may not work. Man, I wonder if this is a better idea with just soldiers instead of knights. Like, the trade-off is the knights get you the first strikers and Emadane's Recruiter. But you could just play Recruiter in anything, you know? Maybe soldiers is probably smarter. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because I'm just looking at other random cards. And I almost think Sanguine is rare if you're talking about the Evangelists. So definitely can't play that. I would if we could, and I would definitely go down that road. But it's not going to be it. Let me see what soldiers have. So soldiers give you Recruitment Officer, Swordmaster, Yoshin Soldier, Stoat, Vanguard. Yeah, soldiers are just stronger, actually. Yeah, plus you get stuff like Resolute Reinforcements. I mean, random mice if you want them. You also get to play Baird. Baird's legit, right? Yep, Baird could slip in there. That's true. Then you could play Heartfire Hero, because it's also a soldier. Yeah, we should probably do that. All right, Knights, y'all are fired. Stoat stays, Knight of Grace goes, Shelter stays, Marshal goes. Still can keep this. This does make soldiers. All right. So then, definitely going to play Recruitment Officer. I don't think we play... Well, we don't have... you know what? If we're playing Recruitment Officer, it might be worth it to play Swordmaster. Because we'll have a Recruitment Officer, possibly tokens from Emadane's Recruiter. Anything... Oh, well, and Reinforcements makes tokens, too. I'd be willing to take a chance with that over Frontliner. Frontliner can come back from the graveyard and give you another hit, though. But... that is true. That the knight is a human. That is fair. Something to think about. Something to think about, for sure. Because it does protect all humans, effectively. This won't work on this, but it will get the benefit of Patchwork Banner. Actually, ooh, these aren't humans either. These are just soldiers. Man, everything is just like in a slightly weird space to make this project not work. It's like everything's just like barely wrong, which is hilarious. I mean, we kind of know that's the drawback here, right? Could play a couple of copies. I'll obviously have to shrink these numbers down at some point. So yeah, so there's not a thing that just pumps humans except for the banner. Well, that's not true. You get with the Vanguard and the banner, you can pump humans, but we don't have anything to just pump soldiers because the soldier pumps are rare. Ah, that's unfortunate. What type of token does this make? Makes a white soldier token. I mean, I guess we could always just play the banner on on soldier, and then let soldier and or let banner and Vanguard pump everything. Like that's possible. I opted out on tactician. I either decided like we either want some combination of hero, swordmaster, or tactician, and I would probably want hero or the swordmaster over the Ocean tactician. Ballyrush bannerets. Is that... Does that do... Oh, maybe I don't own one yet. Maybe that's the problem on that guy. Nope. I don't know. Maybe it's not uncommon. Leyline's definitely a rare. Hero of the Dunes is cool, but probably too slow. Yeah, that's the one that like returns stuff from the graveyard or whatever with black-white. Yeah. It's okay. Like, I mean, for the project, it's probably not a bad card if we were skimping for spaces. If you do soldiers and use rare lands, there's Fortified Beach. Yeah, if we were still in blue, it's worth considering. I think we could just get by playing the Restless Bivouac or whatever is probably okay. I was trying to think how many things we have that could target as well for playing the mouse instead. This guy, the Heartfire hero. Because, like, even if it gets buffed, well, it won't get buffed from Vanguard, though, but neither is the Swordmaster. Man, this is just, like, so many small decisions here that we're having to figure out. I mean, that's 61 cards with 22 creatures plus 3 reinforcements. I don't know if that's good enough, realistically. It's a pile of cards. Yeah, making all the other soldiers one less, I don't know if that's quite enough. If we had a quality way to get extra cards in hand, then maybe. Because then we could just like keep running stuff out. But otherwise, the Ballyrush Banneret's actually just kind of like a small creature that's not going to add a ton of value. A lot of our stuff is already pretty cheap, too. But yeah, I don't... I wish we just had a solid, like... Well, we do have a card that pumps soldiers, but it's not uncommon. It's rare. Ah, dang it. Yeah, like I said, I knew this was going to be difficult. But maybe this is what we do? I mean, it's worth trying. We could give this a go and see what happens. Let me figure out what lands we want. Obviously, we want some bivouacs. I don't think we want a ton, but... Oh, yeah, I gotta take the filter off. Oh, wrong one. Oop, there we go. Alright, maybe just 3, because we don't want a ton of tap lands. And then Foundry, of course. Oh, wait. Battlefield Forge. That's what I was thinking. Not Foundry. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will get Inspiring Vantage in there. I feel like there's another obvious land that I'm missing. Oh, no, they didn't get one of the Verge lands. So we'd get stuck playing some other tap lands, huh? That's kind of unfortunate. I don't like that. Oh, okay, so the gateway could work. Oh, no. Soldiers are fine if you want to play rares. Doing it with uncommons, however, is a problem. Like, that's the real issue we're facing, is we don't get all the options. Yeah, case is uncommon. Like, this qualifies. I think at some point we have to decide, though, like, where do we start skimping here, though, right? Because we got to make sure we have creatures for the case to work. Maybe we only play 3 case, and then I got to skimp 1 from somewhere else. I mean, if we're playing the case, can we get away with 1 less banner, maybe? That's where we cut the spot. Because it's another way to pump, so it's like kind of doing the same thing. Because we can't really cut too many creatures. That's the problem. We're already down to 22 plus the 2 heroic reinforcements. We can only go so low, I think. So let's just call this the uncommon soldier experiment. Because that's kind of what it is. All right, let's go get into the play queue and see if this damn thing even works. I got no idea. This feels like a disaster just waiting to happen. But this is why we do it, right? To see if it's even possible. Your curve, would you consider ever cutting a land? I don't know. Kind of depends on how the deck plays more than just the curve. Because, like, if you cut lands, even though your curve's low, you can still get caught in a situation where you can't play more than 1 spell a turn, right? And sometimes you still want to hit multiple spells. So there's a lot to figure out there. Whew, okay. Let's see if this experiment works. We'll keep this. Also, be aware, we're playing against the opponents, like, still straight up, like, fully rared up decks, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. I think I just start with the Blight Blade Stoat, though. And if they get rid of a Stoat, they get rid of a Stoat. Etched Cornfield. Okay. I forget those are cards sometimes. Talent with no creature. That makes us feel very uncomfortable. I don't even know what I'm hoping to draw here. Like, maybe just the banner? Like, I don't know. Do we just go attack for 2? Okay, so you get the permanents you control with counters on them. I mean, I don't really want to run that. I'm going to put this out there. And if this just dies, it dies. Like, I kind of want to make sure we get at least 1 token off of Baird. Or maybe we can save, like, a Baird and a... I don't know. Maybe we save stuff till after the sweeper happens. I don't even know what they're doing. Maybe they don't have sweepers. They're playing Innkeeper's Talent. All right. Well, they're leveling that up. And another one. I don't know what the opponent's doing, y'all. I'm scared. I don't know what we're even supposed to do here. All right. I'm going to do this and, like, force the issue. If you got a sweeper, we'll see it, right? I mean, you're not just going to stay there at 8 when I've got 6 power already on the battlefield. Okay, I'm wrong, obviously. All right, that thing's going to be real big. And then they still die? We play this. They block this. 3, 6, 7. Yeah. All right, sure, I guess. I literally don't even know what my opponent's deck just did. Like, I didn't even think our draw was good. Yeah, okay, cool. Win. Did we have fun? No. Our opponent didn't do anything. Like, there should be a thing. If your opponent doesn't play more than 2 or 3 spells, they shouldn't even have that pop up. Like, how much fun can you have? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some mono red folks that are super excited when they can win when their opponent only plays 2 spells. Okay, we'll keep this. Right. After this, we have to play some ranked games. For sure. Yeah. Let's just attack these. And then we'll end the turn. I'm going to wait because I can flash us in to get 2 creatures, and then on our turn, we could case something if we need to. Well, looks like we don't really need to. Okay. I also don't want to waste the case. Here come the removal spells. I mean, you killed the 2/1 with an ability, right? Like, it's like that should be a no-brainer. Oh, you're doing reanimator things? Even in the play queue. Shame. Shame. All right, so we'll put something else big in the yard. Well, we know a Zombify is coming next turn, right? This isn't near enough, unfortunately. That's only be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe we have to do this and this and just build up as much as we can here. Because, I mean, if they reanimate a Traxa, we're dead anyway, right? We're not beating that draw, so, like, we know that. All right. Well, we weren't going to win anyway. Like, we had to get that attack in there. It didn't happen. We're toast. I'll set up. Yeah, they're already going to the graveyard. All right, cool. Like, didn't even need to wait. All right, let's go see what we can do in the regular ranked queues. I mean, the reality is we're not playing any real removal because all of the good removal is basically either like lay down arms, but you kind of have to have mostly planes. There's get lost, but that's a rare. We could play ossification because, like, half our lands are rare. I mean, are common, basics. So it's possible we could do that. Ooh, boy. All right. We'll see if we get there. I'm really just hoping to get an untapped land next draw. If we don't, it's just too bad for us. Yep, get a heroic reinforcements. We have Sheltered by Ghost in here already. Wow, that's what they went for. I guess they figured we didn't have enough mana for the heroic reinforcements. But we'll see. I mean, they're just playing mono black removal, so we kind of already know what this looks like. Probably a Liliana turn. Because it would make sense. Opponent. Come on, you're playing the black deck. Kill my stuff. That's what you're built to do. Did our opponent keep one of those hands where, like, they have all 3 mana spells and drew 2 lands, but they had 2 land in removal? And now they're just going to rope? Alright. Oh, there they go. They were just gone for a second. That's all. Can't really do much with this, sadly. I mean, I guess I could play this and attack. They're probably not going to block. I'm trying to think just what his next turn look like. I mean, I guess I'll do that. Sadly, I can't attack with both of these. Alright, so that means they didn't have the 2/4. Because if they had the other demon, they would have just probably tried to force us to block and put us under some pressure. At least I would think so. Can you revive an archetype that revolves around Invasion of Alara? Wouldn't be any reviving. I've never liked the archetypes that play Invasion of Alara, so I don't think I've ever even featured one on the channel. Like, literally ever. Generally because they're non-interactive games of Magic, and I'm just not a fan, so... Alright, might as well attack me. Put me down to 8. Alright, we gotta find a Sheltered by Ghost here. Or we're just dead. We did not. And seeing as how we've not done damage, we lose. GG's. Alright. I'm beginning to think that Alendra Hexproof Lifelink deck would be interesting. Those already exist. The black-white life gain decks are already a thing. Some of them just play like 2 copies of Alendra. Or Alenda, I should say. Alendra is a fairy. Different cards. Hey, Shane's birthday tweet for 34 months. Thank you. Ugh. Can't cast any of these. This is better. I think we keep this. I'm just trying to figure out like the way we want to keep the cards. I guess Stoat has to go here. This doesn't feel great, but probably the right answer. I'm gonna do this though, since everything is 2 mana. I can just wait to play this on turn 3 and still cast stuff, which seems fine. Oh, that's a Plains. Alright. I really hate these lands. I never know what land they're supposed to be. Alright. Skrelv's Hive. Not gonna lie, was not expecting that. Get in there. Make a token. Alright, now this is where we want to find Imadane's Recruiter. I say that. Oh, I was thinking they might actually just play, like, split up there. That would have been pretty bad. Yeah, we probably still attack with Baird? I mean, they could block Baird with the 4/4, the 3/1 with Toby. It's not great. Yeah, I mean, I guess we attack with these. Because at least they double block. We killed Toby. Still get a point in there. Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We don't... I'm going to go ahead and play this. And then get another body. Alright. Now they probably play another Toby. It's just like, ah. Caretaker's Talent. Of course they're playing that. That should be no surprise. Make another 4/4. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts. Actually, this is randomly good here. Because if we remove a 4/4, they can't block. Do we just win then? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would be exactly enough. So we just put this on, I don't know, the Recruiter. And then remove this guy. All right. Sweet. Well, that's a game I didn't think we were going to win. I mean, your opponent gets down a bunch of tokens. Caretaker's Talent. All right. the non-basic lands so I don't get confused. That's fair. I don't have a problem with them. Those are literally the only ones. Because they just, because of the way they're colored, they don't look like the lands. Pretty much all the other lands, even if you get the weird versions, all, you know, forests look like forests and swamps look like swamps. But for the 8-bit ones or whatever, the Microsoft ones, whatever you call those, Windows version ones look a little weird. I'm gonna keep this and see what happens. I'm wondering if Monstrous Rage is the wrong... Like, do our decks not really want that in the end? But we'll see. Oh, I should have played the Inspiring Advantage there. That's alright. You're dead anyway, Coppercoat Vanguard. Like, we know you're not surviving. Come on now. Like, who are we kidding? Alright. What are we up against? Glissa, probably? No, Unstoppable Slasher. That kind of makes sense. Well, we didn't draw a lot of creatures here, and I think that's going to be our downfall. We definitely needed more bodies than we have currently. All right, here we go. Oh, this is tough. So do we just, like, not block here? I mean, I guess if we block... I mean, but they also need to not have removal. Blah. This sucks. Alright, we're gonna block. I mean, we know they have removal, but... we'll see if it's even worth it for them to play it here. I mean, I wouldn't be that upset if they used it. Lava Spur Boots is a good one. Alright. Now if we can get a 2-mana body, we can 2-mana plus Ghosts, right? That wouldn't be bad. A Baird would be perfect, right? Because then we Baird... oh, well, never mind. Well, now we're just dead. Yeah, alright. GG's opponent. Like, we're already done. We got nothing. We drew 2 creatures in the aggro deck. I don't even think we need to mess around with it. They can have it. But yeah, I don't mind Lava Spur Boots. Lava Spur Boots is uncommon, I think. So that could fit. I could be talked into that pretty easily. Oh, where are all of our creatures at? I mean, we're going to keep it. Just hope we draw some. I think maybe that's the issue, right? We need to be as aggressive as possible, which I think simply means we can't get away with playing stuff like Monstrous Rage and whatnot as much as we want to. Let's go here and attack. Hey, we get to do something with this. Sweet. Love to see it. Oh, are we doing fancy reanimator things? We are. Look at that. Oh, you get my Gateway Express. Oh, that was a good hit. Not enough to kill the opponent, though, I don't think. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, and 3. That's only 14. So we can try to win next turn. Now, if they have something that, like... Yeah, we still are going to have to draw Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of the Atraxa. Yeah, I mean, expected. Now, if we can get a banner, here's what's funny. If we could get a banner, we could Rage the Stout, or the Stoat, and still be able to first strike Atraxa. Or if Atraxa blocks something else, we would be able to first strike them to death. But we can't like this. Or another Recruiter, I guess, would have done it. Now we have a weird situation. I actually just don't think we can win now, right? Because we attack with everything. Assuming they block Stoat, because that's the most damage. Then they would gain 7, go to 14, take 5. Yeah. We're just dead. I mean, I say that. I guess there's some world where we could draw a... Well, no, because we know they have 2 other removal. Yeah, we're dead. All right, we can move along. Like, we're not beating that. I think realistically, we need to focus more on more bodies and more removal. Did the stream cut off for y'all? Let's see. Says we're still live, but the stream is not showing for you. That's weird. On YouTube's, huh? All right, well, let's try this. Give me a second. Let's see if this works. Because I'm showing we're still live. And we're still streaming. So, let's see. Showing YouTube is streaming. It's showing Twitch is streaming. However, we're not connected to Twitter and Facebook for some reason. Not sure why that is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's try to fire those back up, and we'll see what's up. Let's try that one, and try again. All right. So now everything should be up and running. I think. I don't know. Technically, there's some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We're still live. Like, my stuff never cut off, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's a service thing or what, but we're still here. We're still here. That's what's important. All right, so let's do this. Knowing what we know now, we're likely only going to be able to win if, 1, we hit our drops, 2, we have enough removal. That's kind of a big thing here. Because we're just so small, we're not going to be able to punch past large things, right? So Monstrous Rage, I don't think, is the answer. I think we have to play some amount of... what else are we looking at here? Man, I kind of wish we could play Invasion of Gobakon. I guess we play Ossification. Like I said, half our land, more than half our land is basic. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know. And we haven't drawn Heroic Banner yet. So I think Heroic Banner still works, but we haven't drawn it enough to know better. Ugh. Still at 22 creatures. I wish I could squeeze more creatures in here. Like more 1-mana things that matter, but we just don't have that many that matter. Patchwork Banner. Maybe it's right. I don't know if it's right or not. I'm going to play another Heroic Reinforcement. Just to give us more possible outs, I think. Well, I don't know. Let's hop back in and see if these changes make a difference, though. All right. Let's get back in here. Let's get back in battle. Alright, this is playable. Like, can't be mad at this. In a way, I almost want to just play more 1-drops, though. Like, max the 1-drops, max the banners, and then just kind of say F it to everything else, you know? And then just take advantage of being, like, as fast as you can be without just playing all the pump stuff. Oh, yeah. We know you're dead. Like, no chance you were going to survive. Alright, get in there. Cool. You got it. Ah, I was hoping for a 1-drop there. Alright, well, sure. 6 more. Bloodletter, you got it. Cute. Pass the turn? I mean, they're probably just going to make us lose half our life here or whatever. Oh, no, it's a dross. Okay. That's not the worst thing. We can almost punch pass. Oh, actually, no, we can. Oh, no, that's 4, not 5. Damn close, though. Actually, here's the problem. If they kill one of our creatures, we die too, right? Because they attack for 8 is 16. And then we play anything? Yeah, I mean, I guess I play it. And we'll just see what happens. Any removal spell, though, I think we're dead. Well, that's also going to kill us. If they all out attack here. Like, if they see it, we're dead, basically. Yeah, they got it. Alright. Yeah, we're toast. We were close. We were close. But also, if we'd have drawn one of our removal spells there and just, like, exile one of those, we win, too. So, that's also a little bit of bad luck. Alright. We are kind of back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. We're having all kinds of weird tech problems at the moment. Alright. Well, against opposing Boros aggro, that's probably our worst case scenario. But at least we have a Sheltered by Ghost that could help. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is the type of hands, though, why I feel like we sort of just need other 1-mana things. Because being able to, like, turn 1 body, turn 2 body, whatever, is just, like, so important in so many matchups. Like, being able to get rid of this with the Sheltered by Ghost here would be gigantic. And now we might literally just lose. And not have much we could do about it. I mean, yeah. There's just not much. I mean, we gotta hope to keep one of the tokens, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this thing's a bit of a problem, too. It means we don't just get completely obliterated. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of the mouse. Alright. No attacks. My kingdom for an untapped land. Because, man, we need one badly here. I mean, I'll block just to make you spin the card. It's probably going to be a rage or something, but okay. It wasn't. And we didn't get the land either. Ugh. Man, if there were ever a time to need a land, this was it. Jeez. All right, well, I mean, we'll do what we can. That just ain't attacking for a minute. I mean, I guess if you got something, cool. I don't even mind attacking there, because if it gets them to attack, then fine. At least I get to attack and get 3+ life next turn. Okay, so they just got rid of the one sheltered to get their Deuter back. Fair enough. And then we'll just get rid of this. I don't know who came out better on that exchange. I feel like we did. Pass a turn, make a token? Alright, I'll attack with these. See if you're interested in blocking. Alright, end the turn. I'm going to assume they have a token. Pay the 2. Or else they're going to be in the same situation all over again. Okay, I was gonna say that was about to be a real bad idea. And yet we have another sheltered Bygos. So yeah, I mean we do what we do, right? Target that, pay for it. Let's hold yours. All right, Swift Spear. What else you got? Well, I figured one of those was coming sooner or later. I mean, the thing is, if we can get an untapped land with reinforcements plus recruiter, we probably 15. I mean, all right. Okay, they didn't have it. I was like, just in case. I wasn't really sure, but you know. Well, now you only have one blocker, so unless those an instant speed removal in hand. All right. I mean, we'll take a win against a strong Boros aggro enchantments deck. I mean, they probably didn't see that coming, but what do you think we're going to do with all these tokens, you know? Yeah, we'll take that. Rodrigo says, big fan from Brazil. Thank you. I had some people from Brazil and from Switzerland recently watching. Much appreciated. Very surprising. Yeah, I don't know what's going on technically here. The feed to YouTube is... Let's try this. All right. Let's see if that fixes some problems. All right. Looks like it says everything's up and running. So we'll see. We'll see if this works. That being said, we're probably going to play another handful of games anyway, but just the fact of the matter. But this was mostly just saying, like, could we build a deck out of uncommons and be competitive? So far, the answer appears to be yes. It's not easy, but we are able to steal some wins, which is kind of nice. Ooh, not like this, though. We definitely need to draw more threats. That is definitely an issue. We have been drawing a lot of mana. I think we can actually cut a land, even in this build, and be okay. Speaking of which, I'm going to discard a land, opponent. Pass the turn. Do have to remember to hold on to a mountain, so we have something to put ossification on. But yeah, we have drawn lots and lots of lands here, and it's very, very sad. Sadly, this doesn't get rid of enchantments. It just does creatures, or I mean artifacts. It just does creatures and planeswalkers. So this could be a bad situation for us. We'll see, though. What do we got? That, oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely did not need that land. That is bad news. Oh, man. This looks like a type of deck that might sweep our board here, too. I mean, I almost wish we could get lucky and they just have, like, Shieldred here. But we'll see. Nope, Torch the Tower. I mean, still a good card to play there. Ugh, and they're going to kill our reinforcements. Brutal. Oh, no, they had braids. Okay. Sure, going to sack a creature. I will actually sack a creature. That? Okay, that's not terrible. Alright. I mean, not great, but it's something. I mean, we're hanging in there. Too much mana for my liking, but, you know, we can only do what we can do. Hopeless Nightmare. Yep, I have a card for you. Opponent, why can't you just have a land in hand there? Come on, cut us some slack. Like, just draw dead one time. We've drawn all this land. Ugh, that's not helpful. Okay. Is there anything we could do here that's productive? It doesn't feel like it. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I think we just drew too badly to stay in this game, unfortunately. Because, like, creature dies, we get trampled over for 3, even if we block here. We're probably taking 6 or 8, and then the game's just over next turn. You know what? I say that. Maybe we're barely alive if we can find a Sheltered by Ghosts. But, I mean, you're talking about being barely alive. No, even that won't matter. Because, like, we could chump block one of these, save some life. Oh, no. I think we only drew one actual real spell this whole game. Like, that's brutal. Yeah, we can't win. Sucks. You draw like that, you're not going to win anything. Ugh. That's brutal. Just can't win those, man. Like, if... Alright, let's try one last thing. I want to do one final thing here. I want to take another look real quick and say we've still not drawn a banner in all these games. So while I think the banner is useful, we still have yet to draw it, which is super unfortunate. All right, I'm going to cut some reinforcements. I'm going to play a couple of... Part of me wants to play Heartfire Hero, but... Yeah, might still be right. And then play another banner, so I could still put it on... Oh no, but Heartfire Hero, yeah, it's a soldier. I mean, alright, we're back to another banner, I guess. We at least did get up to 24 creatures, so there's that. Alright, let's see what we can... Actually, what if we cut a land? Right, because now we're not playing 4 mana things. So, let's cut... I'm going to cut one Bivouac, because we're trying to play stuff on time, right? I don't know if that's correct to do or not. And we'll play another banner. I mean, can we get down to 22 lands? Is that crazy? Because we really only have Recruiter and Banner. So, yeah, let's do that and see what happens. Alright, let's see where this gets us. I mean, of course, again, for those of you just joining us, we are playing with just uncommons in this build. Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Do this. Try to attack. I assume the Coppercoat Vanguard's gonna die. Nope. They're gonna kill our recruitment officer. All right. They're just gonna have all the removal, I assume. Yep. Here comes another removal spell. You got it. Attack for 3. Magda. Oh, and they still have 1 mana removal up? Oh, that's brutal. Alright, I'm going to do this. Since we know the removal is there. I'll attempt to do this knowing they're going to kill a creature. I'll get a 2 mana thing. Oh, why all the land? We even cut lands. That was our chance. Ugh. Yeah, it can't do anything when you draw like this. I mean, just is what it is. It's so brutal. I mean, do you have more removal? Okay, no, I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the stream here. Like I said, it's kind of going in and out for some folks, and it's still up for others. So, something I'll definitely have to check after the stream. But don't worry, we're not going to be on too much longer anyway. Man, that's rough. Like, we drew all lands, and the opponent drew all removal for all of our little dudes. Like, that's tough. Hard to win those. Though, maybe not. Maybe we just go reinforcements. And then maybe something else. Then on turn 4, we could do both of these. Is possible. We'll see. Let's attack. Just played reinforcements during their instep. Ah, black mana. There it is. And Jace. This is usually the mill deck. Yeah. Oh, they're milling themselves, though. Oh, because you're doing more reanimator things. Alright, well, we just got to find our removal spell. If we don't, we die. It's basically the situation. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So many reanimator decks. It just is what it is. Sadly, we had answers. Didn't get there. Alright. Oh no, the one time we finally draw a banner, we draw 2 of them early with just 2 creatures. That would be our luck. Like, literally don't see banners all day. Finally draw them, and it's like in a bad hand to have them. Well, okay then. We'll attack. Okay, what deck plays black and has no removal on 1 or 2? At least no instant speed removal. I guess I could Virtue or... Yeah, I think I am, actually. Put this here. An attack. I was just thinking because I might want them to spend their mana, but they needed, what, 5 to unlock the other side? Yeah. So that wasn't going to happen yet. And the cool part here, even if they kill our Stoat, doesn't die to a cut down now. So at least I have some options open. Bloodletter, sure. We will go here. Put that on soldier as well. Put that here. Get rid of the bloodletter. And attack for... I don't want it to work, but it works. Like, it's an adventure to get to the version that does work. But, you know, one of those things. Oh my gosh, why all the black decks? Oh my gosh, can we outrace this? I don't know if we can or not. But we'll attack, play this and this. Alright, opponent goes to 15. I'm assuming we're going to end up with at least 2 more poison counters by the end of this turn. Something getting bounced and something getting killed, probably. Or bounced and countered. Oh, no. They just had to straight up go for the throat there. No, that was a neat little surprise. And a Drowning Ichor. Alright, so we only got 1 poison that turn. While that sounds crazy, it actually wasn't the worst thing for us. Sadly, this is a matchup where I think our ossification is no good. Alright, so we go to 5. They do have a lot of mana here, and they just get their choice of some cards, so we're a long way from being able to win this one. I mean, we'll do this with the expectation that the land is not going to get very far. Oh, I forgot about that card. I guess I could have put a counter on one of those last turn. Well, land is dead. Yep. I assume that. Alright. Where's the rest of our dudes? We should not have as many lands as the deck that's... We're dead. We're not going to kill them in time. Ugh, so sad. So sad. Well, it looks like we're good now. No more drop frames. So I don't know what that was. But whatever the glitch was seems to have mostly solved itself. Which is weird. But it's up, so we'll take it, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Like, the games we've lost have seemingly been to just weird draws more than the opponents just beating the deck. Because there was a couple where it's like, oh, well, we didn't get one of our removal cards. Or like that last one where it's like, okay, well, we just drew a bunch of lands and no threats. Like, what do you do with that? I wish there was some, like, good, uncommon, hasty thing that made sense to play in here, in addition to the recruit. Or the recruiter, but it doesn't seem to be. Alright, so we got a Heartfire hero, an officer, sheltered by ghosts. We got a few things going on here. Swift Spear. Well, sheltered by ghosts might actually get to do some real work here. So, I'm going to play this first with the idea that... Well, no, because it'll still only be 2 toughness. We'll see what happens. Yeah, no blocks. Rage up. No rage, huh? Well, the fact they didn't rage feels like they're just going to play a thing to protect their spells here. Or their creatures. Nope. It was a burst lightning. Alright, well, I bit. They got what they wanted. Yep, got another one. Nope. Let's just find another sheltered by ghost, right? No, Brightblade Stoat, you're not terrible. I mean, they obviously have a handful of spells here, so Stoat's not going to get to do much, but fact of the matter. Yep. Oh yeah, we weren't going to have a shot anyway. Like, here comes something here. Nope. We actually got to block. That's a huge surprise. Genuinely didn't think that was going to be a thing. What's your hand then? That you left a mana open? Man, I have no idea. Alright, no attacks, I guess. I for real don't know what they have here. I'm assuming it's like +1/+1. Yeah, exactly. Snakeskin Veil. Because nothing else made sense. I'm like, what else could it be here? Yeah, the only thing I can draw here I think that matters is like Ossification, but we're probably dead anyway. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we're still dead. We're dead just the same. Because, like, they double attack. Oh, they didn't. They didn't attack. I thought they were going to attack with both, and then I would have had to split up my blocks. And then have no blockers this turn. Oh, that was interesting. I mean, the problem, we're so far behind here that I genuinely feel like we kind of needed to draw another Sheltered by Ghost. So otherwise, we're just not doing anything here. Oh yeah, then we're dead anyway. Like, you had the removal spell. What are we doing? Like, my hand was empty. So yeah, that's another case where we drew one removal spell, and then that was the game, because we just didn't draw anything, you know? And we have them in there, so if we draw them, we would have been okay there. But we failed. Sometimes that's the case, I guess. Boy. Okay, we're going to keep. But probably bad, because I don't think we want to have 3 non-creatures in 1 creature. Especially when we have Case of the Gateway Express. Skrelv, sure. I mean, maybe we could kill a Skrelv with a Case, so that's a thing. Not have to waste our Sheltered by Ghost. That would be nice. They also might just kill Stoat here. Well, that's good for later. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kill Skrelv here. Save ourselves some time. Yeah, I was like, pick something. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, am I supposed to just do this and assume they don't have anything? Alright. Seems fine, I guess. Yep. You got it. I did get a little greedy there. I could have left back a creature. Which is probably smarter. Because now they do get to flip Invasion of Gobakhan, and that's gonna suck. So what do I need here? Not that. That was not the answer. But we can still play this. Put it on soldier. We can go ahead and attack. They sacrifice that, but then what? I guess we just do this anyway. Force them to blow it up. Alright. So our plan next turn is we have to get an untapped land, right? Because we'll want to Ossification, Skrelv, then Sheltered by Ghost something, and see if that's enough. Oh my gosh. That sucks. That's definitely not what we wanted to see. One of them I think we could have dealt with. Two is going to be real rough. I guess we'll get this. But then now we're just going to be in the cycle of them just getting that back multiple times, huh? It's also not good. Alright. I mean, there's really nothing we can do here. Because they made our Shelter by Ghost cost more. So it's just like... we're still in kind of a bad spot here. Because, like, now they attack, grow that dude, get the other one back. Yeah, we're dead. I don't think we're going to come back from this. We're not built to have the answers for that. Peter says, I have some sitting ideas for a channel theme, and I'm sure you'll love if you added a montage, video, editing. Hit me on Discord. Yeah, I'm available on Discord, on Blue Sky, on Twitter. You can shoot me a message. I don't know if it's a hidden idea to do a montage. I don't know if montages hit well. But if there's a particular thing you want to do. I mean, if there's a goal or an idea or like a reason to do it, then sure, we can talk about it. I mean, otherwise, if I do a montage, it's just like a montage of stuff. It's probably just going to be for like YouTube channel members or something. Yeah, we'll keep this. Oh, no. I mean, I don't know. I say that, oh, no. But maybe Sheltered by Ghost would be good enough here. We're going to need an untapped land, though. A third one. Yeah, no blocks. You got it. Stoats. And nothing for them to do with their mana. That's interesting. Oh, this actually has to be for creatures, though. Yeah, you get... I don't know, probably recruit. Fantastic. What do we want to do here? We can go... Problem is, I kind of want to get the Shelter by Ghost down before anything else happens. So I probably have to do this. I also hate doing this because it's going to make us discard a card, but whatever. Probably still worth it. And then we'll attack and gain 5. Alright. I mean, they spend their turn, they get their dude back, we discard probably Bivouac, play Banner, and go from there. At least I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Jeez. Yep, I'm willing to trade one. Alright. I was about to say maybe we're not attacking anymore, but obviously that's not the case. This guy... yeah, I mean, you know what? Let's kill this. And attack. Alright. Mentor, you got it. Yep, no blocks. Doesn't look like anything too scary. Yep. Stoat's been doing some heavy lifting here, by the way. Let's just make more bodies here. Only at 4? Yeah, it doesn't matter here, actually. Sure. We have so much life, it doesn't matter. Thank you, Stoat, for gaining, well, I don't know, like 15 life this game. On Soldier. Yep, that'll do it. Whew. So Banner is the right call, as it turns out. It's one of the few things that makes some of our creatures threatening enough and hard enough to deal with. Ugh. All right, couple more, and we're gonna call it good. Maybe one more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go till the next win. All right. Let's keep this. Not a totally ideal hand, but even if we get like another untapped land on 3 and then play Banner, play Hero, like that's not the worst. Just like that, actually. Here we go. Be sweet if we had another Banner in our pocket. Oh, they had a Terra Sunder. Well, that kills that plan. I think we have to play this so we can at least search for another thing. Alright, end the turn. I mean, we could actually just get a Recruiter here. And that might be good enough. Go looking. Would you like to kill something? Oh, no, that's all there was? Jeez. That was terrible. Alright, well, try to attack for 5. Because that's what we can do. Well, food matters here. That's legit. Wait, what did they get to? Oh, it's draw a card and get a food. Duh. Alright. Alright, in the... Sure. Like, there's a bunch of ways to attack and win there. Armadillon says, I've been cooking with the Simic Mazes in for weeks. I haven't figured out how good it is yet, but I'm determined. Yeah, I don't... Mazes in just makes for bad content. Like, I get that people want to play it. Nothing wrong with it, but it's bad content and very boring to play long games of. But if you're into grindy games, totally understand. Function for being all uncommons. I didn't think we'd actually be able to make it happen. Now, I do think it's easier to do an uncommon version of like the Boros enchantments or whatever, if you want to do that. But realistically, this worked. So yeah, I think if you want to play it, yeah, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream because we constantly are having issues here with drop frames or whatever, and I don't know what's causing the problem. So I'm going to say